Hi guys, this video will be all about my album. I said I was gonna make this video at 2,000 subscribers. I am almost at 5 now. I don't know why I've been so hesitant on making this, but now is a better time than any. So I believe this will be backwards to you, but if you can't figure out, it says "Oh Alexandra," which is my stage name, and the title of the album is XOXO, or Hugs and Kisses. Up to you. This is a packaged album. If you were to order one, they come packaged in cellophane or whatever, plastic wrap, unless you specify that you would like it signed, and in which case I will show you in an open one where I sign it. I'll do some sticky finger sounds. I just recorded a good 5 minutes into this video and realized I was whispering. I'm so used to whispering on this channel, but I wanted to do this soft-spoken because I know sometimes when I whisper I tend to jumble my words, and I want this video to be clear for self-promoting reasons. Okay, this was a promotional thing, basically a ticket to my CD release party, which was November 28th, 2014. So it says November 26th. Oh, I really remember it being November 28th. That's funny. November 26th. I opened with 2 other people, and my friend who is a DJ here DJ'd in between sets and during the after party. So this was just like a little cool idea. This artwork here was thought up by me. I really think animal skulls are beautiful. And then my brother actually drew this up. I went on Google. I am not that type of artist in my family. I went on Google and I found an animal skull that I thought was beautiful, and did this really poor copy pasta basically in Photoshop of, I want the skull to be here, and I want the flower wreath to be there, and I want this to say this and this, and he drew it out. That's great when you have a game designer as your sibling, and he did this for me for free. He actually did all the album artwork and text work and whatever. So here's an unwrapped one. Oh Alexandra, I believe, in good old Helvetica font. XOXO. Here's a closer up. And yeah. So the skull is not white, it's a cream color. And we have these beautiful roses that are kind of a wine, a deep wine, like a deep berry color. When you open it, who do you see? None other than me. I really didn't want to focus on my face, despite what some may think. I'm really, I don't know, I'm shy. I'm the opposite of vain when I am photographed. Anyways, I just wanted it to be sort of handmade. This is just a photo I took of myself, 2 little bunnies there. My dad was like, this should be the photo. This is actually my bathroom upstairs. Shower curtain. yeah, so as I said, there are 2 discs. We have XO Keys, which is my more sort of upbeat stuff, my full band stuff, full band mostly being my dad and I. And then on this side, we have XO Uke. And these are flower petals. But before I go into that, the booklet is in, I can't remember which side, but one of the sides of the discs. And the only thing that's not so great about having a paper disc holder is that it's super, especially if it's packed tight, it's very fragile. So when taking a disc out or the booklet out, it's very easy to rip. And here's the booklet. There's my writing. And then it's just the same. When you open it, we have Who is Alexandra and another photo of me. And I'll read what's in here. I'm a young singer-songwriter musician. I won't say where I'm from here. If you purchase the disc, you can find out where exactly I'm from. From British Columbia, Canada. I've been singing ever since I can remember, probably since before I could even talk properly. I started writing songs when I was 8 years old. I've always wanted to do this, that's the one thing I know. There's never been a single doubt in my mind. My goal is to be able to tell stories through song for people of all ages, all over the world, and have them somehow relate to it, to make them feel something. Whatever I'm able to make sound decent, but mostly I play the ukulele and the piano. I am self-taught at every instrument because I was too stubborn to take lessons. I write all my lyrics and music, and then with the help of my dad, Larry, re-record. I write pretty simply. It's all about getting into the studio with my dad and adding 24 tracks of live instruments that we play together to create something special. We usually end up having a song finished, other than the final vocals and production, in about 4 hours. We make a good time. I've been saying I was going to release an album since I was 15, so now that I actually have, I was 24, it's pretty surreal. I'm so excited to finally have something to show for all the hard work that's been put into this album for so long. I hope to still be doing this for years down the road, and I hope you're still along for the ride. So basically, music is a big passion in my life, and I'm just from a very musical family, and so it's really neat to have my dad, who as his hobby is a producer and is really into music. So it's great. I mean, I lucked out. I didn't have to pay for studio time. What would be $500 per produced song was, well, I'm paying him, but was essentially at the time free. So the reason this album took so long is because it was just 2 people. 3 when my brother came in and did this, but this was just 2 people putting together everything. And someone that works. This is the XO Uke side. Another little photo of me. And this song is called Mermaid Den. I won't read the lyrics, but the next song is called Less X's, More O's. And we have this wind that's blowing the petals. Next song is called Bittersweet. My Sweet Baby. Play My Heartstrings. Personally, my favorite, White Fang's Love Song, which is the last on the Uke album side. And then we have XOXO, and The Only Dream Worth Repeating. In Permanent Ink, Please. My Ghosts, which is probably one of my favorite songs on that side. Organelle, Little Organ of My Heart. City Girls Get Lost Sometimes. When a Blind Date is Actually Blind. My Heart for Yours. Look Left and Lie. Still Your Song, and Almost Like But Not Quite. All the instruments that you hear on most of the songs are my dad and I, except for on White Fang's Love Song and Bittersweet. There is us that does some cello work on there. And then on the keys side, on My Ghosts, City Girls Get Lost Sometimes, Look Left and Lie, and Almost Like But, Still Your Song and Almost Like But Not Quite. We have some really talented guys that play brass. So play the trombone, trumpet, tenor sax. So anytime you hear horns, it's not me. It was a keyboard sample, but it sounds better. Then we have thank yous. I guess I wouldn't even be writing this if it weren't for my parents, Larry and Teresa. Obviously, because I wouldn't be here. My dad for being a one-man army, a superhero even, helping me create, record, produce, mix, and master all of my songs. For thinking every musical idea I've ever had was a brilliant one, or at least being able to lie through his teeth with a smile. For telling me to stay true to myself, to sound the only way I know how to sound. For being my other half in this drawn-out journey. My mom for thinking I was meant to do this, not just because I'm her daughter, but because she always believed in my talents. For pushing me to do more, and for being my #1 fan. Always having a CD with my songs on it to play in her car to make anybody listen to it. To my parents for being my biggest supporters. I love you. Greg, for being the coolest older brother a sister could have, for teaching me guitar even though I didn't really listen and ended up doing my own thing, for being the bassist in my solo band it shows, for making my idea of the album art come alive. It's all that I imagine and more. Chelsea, who is my brother's girlfriend, for helping my brother and coming up with the beautiful art for my website. I know you were both busy, but you still helped me, and that truly means a lot. My friends for being the best groupies, in brackets I mean that in the nicest way possible, and always giving me support and positivity. I could not ask for a better group of people to watch me grow and be there for me all along the way, from singing backup to backup dancing for me. Know that I will always be your biggest fan. Cha, who is my mom's mother, who has always been there for me. For my Uncle Bill and Nan, 2 very important people that aren't here with us anymore. I know that wherever they are proud of me. To the talented musicians that played on my tracks, you've helped make my songs become better than I thought was possible. To anyone who's ever inspired me to write a song about them, aka ex-lovers. For anyone that has ever watched me on YouTube, that could be you guys. Listen to my songs on MySpace or SoundCloud, thank you. For anyone that I've ever made watch me perform and sing to over and over again, thank you. For anyone and everyone who's believed in me, a million thank yous. This wouldn't be possible without you. It's a booklet. It's a pretty, I think it's a 24-page, 2 pages, close. The keys are in the flowers color. Is the album color. So that's what it comes with. And now a little quick promotional spiel. My album is $10. It is available on iTunes. It is available on my website, which is www.alexandra.com. It is available on CD Baby. So I have t-shirts. But for some reason I'm not showing you them yet. But yeah, so that's my album. My SoundCloud has a couple songs on there. I believe, what's that thing called? Not Pandora. Shoot, I don't want to look for it. It's some music player. my album's on there. You can stream it if you don't feel like supporting a poor, starving artist. Just kidding. I know how it is. But yeah, guys. This has been requested. So there's a little bit about my album. I'm probably missing stuff. Other than it is me with a creative idea. I usually come up with, depends, I used to come up with lyrics and then come up with a melody, but usually I just play a little bit on my ukulele or piano, sit down, play a couple chords, and just take it from there. Lately I've been on a very dry writing block, very uninspired, very, it's sad. I used to write a lot. My best writing days, I always say, most of these songs on the piano side, the key side, I wrote when I was some 15, but I think mostly like 16 to 18, and recorded them, and obviously for the album I updated the vocals and whatnot, but that's when I was really just able to just write, and I think now I'm extremely critical about what I write, and I think that sort of stops me in my tracks and makes me not be fearful, but just makes me kind of tired of it. I'm speaking so cynically. That's what happens when you're almost 25. But yeah, you can check it out if you want, and if you don't want, you can watch a different one of my videos.